Deto's scientific journal. Classified. Ma says I should write down what I think to make it stick, so I write. Caravan Town is a rock sticking out from the water. It has good land to raise pigs to eat. We can fish, grow vegetables. Only downside are the hyenas, but they are usually friendly. We came here on a boat with half the rest of Jakarta. They let us stay because Ma is smart and Pa is good at welding. They say I'm just another mouth to feed. But I'll show them. See, the problem is, the water is rising, right? What if we just take away the water? Deto's adventure journal. Pa says we have to go. Ma is getting sicker and I heard that strange man Olaf shouting orders. I saw them rounding up all the hyenas in cages. Sanjay is helping separate the rafts from the rocks. I asked Dr. Henrik about Ma. He looked sick too. Told me to avoid the pigs. And Olaf. Sanjay says he's scared. Smart man, Sanjay.
Sailing as one, the raft towns of Indonesia. The flooding of Jakarta has led to escaping locals creating interconnected rafts as they make their way to land. We just make do, said Pucci Reyes, one of the earlier adopters of these raft towns, when inquired by one of our reporters about their living conditions. Drifting largely on sea currents, they appear to be growing at a steady rate, raising considerable concerns with coastal authorities. A maritime hazard in the making, the foreign minister stated this morning in a public address. Despite these concerns, many believe raft towns could very well be a viable alternative. Recent rumours surrounding the construction of sanctuary towers in the southern hemisphere has only increased tensions. We sought a comment from the local government.
Speech to the rafters, 17th of May. 5th draft. Why do you think I, Olof Wikström, left that corrupt city? Because they refused to let regular working class folk on board. I was appalled. Why should we leave together to escape the apocalypse? They should be forced to share their luxury. Who should force them? That's right! The greatest rafters in this new southern sea! You! Take Tangaroa! Take back your future!
Deto's scientific journal. Monster investigation. There's a stranger in town called Olaf something. Pa keeps going to his meetings. No kids allowed. But at night I got Sanjay to help me sneak onto the stranger's ship. I thought maybe he had some medicine for Ma, but Olaf's boat was just filled with cages. In the cages were big rats and a very large hyena. They were so angry. Sanjay found notes talking about feeding and training them into his personal army. Sanjay thinks Olaf might be a bad guy. I think I agree. Deto's experiment journal, attempt 733. Pa helped me weld the rocket together, and Sanjay borrowed some fireworks to get it started. I had to apologize to everyone for the explosion. I don't get it. It was just a test. What an overreaction. They would have taken my tools if Sanjay hadn't helped me put out the fire. Good helper, Sanjay. Sanjay, I think I'm in trouble. Deto put together a diving suit using a bike and an old diving helmet. Deto put weights in it to go down, but he put in too much. Now if I leave, then no one will pump air to Deto using the bike. If I'm thrown in jail, this is proof I'm innocent. Deto's scientific journal. Underwater caches. Sanjay ran off crying as soon as they dragged me out. Very unprofessional. There's lots of debris underwater. I couldn't get anything out though. Sad. Pa forbade me from doing any more experiments. I think he's just angry because Ma got sick. Dr. Henry said she'll be okay. So it's okay. Scientific Journal. Sanjay says the water pump idea doesn't work because there isn't enough space in the well for all the water. Also, the neighbors complain about getting salt in their cups. They complain because they have no patience for science. I asked Pa why we can't fly to another planet without all this water. Pa just laughed. But Sanjay showed me some pictures that gave me a great idea though. Good man, Sanjay.
It's been 3 days, stuck in this shack, sick as a dog. I don't think I can treat anyone in my condition, and these people know it. I asked them to leave me here. It's the kids. For weeks they've acted erratic. I've been blind to it. I didn't even notice the butchers getting sick. It all started when Olaf Wilkstrom arrived, and I do not see it as a coincidence.
Tully ordered us to push the engines to their limits. We're trying to outrun a fleet of rafts or something. It's going to overheat the reactor. I sent a message up the tower. Tully doesn't care. I hope you're feeling better, Hannah. Much better. The engines are done. People upstairs are already upset about the extreme rationing. Now we're at the mercy of the waves. And those rafts on the horizon are coming closer by the hour. I'm sitting at the reactor now. I don't care what Captain Tully says. I really could have used you here, Hannah. They're screaming upstairs. After the captain opened fire on the rafters, a damn riot broke out. Some supported Tully's orders, others really did not. A smaller raft made its way into the water entrance. But there was only a kid on board. His parents were sick, I think. Poor boy isn't saying much. Tangaroa's a lost cause. We're getting out of here.
No, 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 no! The entire ecosystem is ruined. I've warned Captain Tully about this for weeks now. My contract doesn't allow me to tell anyone else, and it's eating me up inside. The banana plants won't bear nearly enough fruit, not to mention the infestations. We'll be starving by the end of the year, if not sooner.
Things have gone quiet. Security team still go on patrols in their ridiculous golf carts, trying to keep some semblance of order. I heard the rafters let loose some type of rat. Oh, and they strapped tasers on all the butler bots. It's like some kind of dumb guerrilla war upstairs. We're fixing up a boat, but there's no engine. The raft kid thinks we could take one of the golf cart engines. It's not a bad idea. Captain Tully and the investors are still up in the tower. I say leave them there to rot.
Initialized.
kid's name is Detto. How someone his age was able to reconstruct an engine like that, I'll never know. Now we've got the boat working. We'll be gathering up a few more survivors before we head off. The rafters either hid up in the apartments or left to sea. Most of them seemed sick. No wonder they were so desperate. We need to hurry. Those large rats that came with the rafters are aggressive. I say let them chew Tangaroa into pieces. I'm coming for you, Hana. Remember the place we heard about? The sanctuary? I know it. I'll see you there. Utopia.
No, sir. They haven't done anything hostile. Yes, they're still just chanting. Yes, sir, I am armed. But if I may speak freely, we are able to use the water cannons if... Yes, sir. No, sir. Tuli says shoot to wound.
You there! Get me out of this thing! Oh, thanks. Next time I would appreciate a heads up before launching. I tried to leave when the first shots were fired. Tangaroa was doomed from the start. If you get me a ride out of here, I can offer you entrepreneurial consulting. Plus, I did some sailing in my youth, won a few championships. I'll be useful. Wonderful. You can count on me.
Point has all too many holes in it. It makes it easy to move unnoticed. Today, I nicked a hammer. Yesterday, I took some dried meat from the foreman's stash. It's less fun taking food, since it spoils eventually. The watch I got from the loudmouth driller was way more exciting. I want to grab something even better tonight. I heard them talking about me this morning. They call me the Grabber. It's growing on me. I moved my cache. It's higher up now, on the new floor, right under their noses. The foreman complained about the lack of cameras. Like that wouldn't matter. I wouldn't get caught even if the walls had eyes. I'm starting to get good at this. We don't work on new floors anymore. Everyone is scared of the Grabber. There's talk about leaving before the water gets even higher. Leaving for that other construction project. The one taken over by rafters. They call it Utopia. The only Utopia I need is right here. I've started to secure the tower. As long as I live, no one will claim my treasure. No one will reach my nest. would be bored these days if the motherlode wasn't on the forefront of my mind. The water stole it from me. Oh, I should have acted sooner. Now there's trouble in the way. It's risky to deal with, but it might be worth it. The thought gnaws at me. But it's just one shark. How hard could it be? Loud discussions entertaining. Maybe I miss company a bit. The man climbed high up into the crane of the satellite dish. He called out Astrid. It looked unsuccessful. I might have stolen one of his dogs. Miranda is her name. The man left an hour ago, after freaking out all day over it. So many strange people these days. By, they don't stay for long. Why? Probably because I keep stealing their stuff. Today, it was a man named Ruben and a boy named Deto. They were caught in a storm and needed supplies. When they fell asleep, I nicked a whole set of tools. Good stuff, but still good. In the morning, they were so freaked out, they sailed away immediately. Hilarious.
already lost Miranda. I will not lose you too, Henry. Followed a signal far south. I know it's from my sister. There's no doubt. Henry is skeptical. He thinks the cold will be dangerous. I'm more scared of whatever's out there in the snowstorm. There's bears all over this frozen island. One of them completely wrecked the boat when we tried to get away. None of the usual tricks worked either. Henry and I would have been eaten if that boy with the air horn hadn't showed up. His name is Detto. Says he came here with some survivors. I asked Henry if I should trust the boy. I didn't get an answer. The boat is ready to go. Detto is ready with the air horn, and Ruben can at least walk. Henry is staying behind. It's bittersweet. He doesn't speak with me anymore, but I think it's safer for someone to stay behind. Detto says there's a place with lots of people. Ruben says Astrid might be there. She definitely isn't here in this cold place. It's nice talking to people.
The Selene facility was built for one purpose: master and perfect the experimental reactors used to power the floating cities. No easy task, but it has been done, in theory. Yet, we do not have the people to construct anything but a basic prototype. It can be built for real, I know it! We just need more people. There's a place where the rafters live in peace with any survivors of the old world. They call it Utopia. Maybe there we can begin to reverse the damage we've done. But we received a message from them yesterday. One of the investors has taken control of the community. Olaf Wilkstrom. I fear his intentions with this potential haven. I am called Sparrow. Whoever finds these know that I held humanity's interest first. Always. I was sent to Selene alongside 2 colleagues, one of which I discovered was a mole by the investors. Had Owl been allowed to come to Selene, the knowledge of this unlimited green energy would have been monopolized by the same people who caused this mess to begin with. The other colleague I left behind. I did not trust you. I couldn't. It was too much of a risk.
I get it. They left me here. Wow. Thanks for waking me up. Long-term cryosleep can result in a number of issues. So, you got room for a bioengineer? I swear, it's actually practical. Great! That's very nice of you. I'll do my best.
Ghetto's Utopia Journal. Super secret. I have my own raft, and it's hooked up to actual wind turbines. If I had even more power, just imagine all the experiments I could run. But now that lunatic Olaf appeared, his cages are already unloaded, and now he's promising to help everyone with his army. Last I saw him, Olaf Wilkstrom ruined Caravan Town. I will never forgive him. I hope Hanna will listen to me. He's not to be trusted. Just in case, I've decided to up the security on my raft. This map should allow only the smartest of people to enter. Like me!
trust Olof Wilkström. When he arrived here, we took his word in good faith. He exploited us at every turn. Now all of us, dissenters, are locked up, which is everyone by my count. To anyone reading this, Olof should be up in the marketplace. Beware of his rabid beasts. Please, take the master key from him. Set us free. Set Utopia free!
I will only say this once. Leave on your raft. Leave Utopia to me. Or else the forward scouts end with you. Turned luxury apartments into a scrapyard. Relieving them of the responsibility was the only decent thing I could do for them. I can't believe how ungrateful all of you are. Chance to leave, but you just won't listen! So fine, have it your way. Welcome to Utopia! Tactical retreat! Regroup! Regroup! Infantry! Ready yourselves for charge! nothing you can do. Stay away. All of this is mine. Cut me down. Cut me down. I'll burn this place to the ground.
When the ocean itself broke civilization, the survivors were left with nothing. Yet, they persisted. The forward scouts rose up from the wreckage, defied our flooded world, and brought back hope. Now Utopia stands free once again thanks to their actions. With this final chance, we can begin this slow and difficult road to recovery. From today on, we are all forward scouts, ready to discover the next step for humanity.